Message from the Senate. Madam Speaker, I hereby announce that the Senate has concurred in and adopted the report of the Conference Committee on Senate File Number 4579, an act relating to energy. The message is signed Thomas S. Bodern, Secretary of the Senate. Conference Committee report on Senate File Number 4579. The report is addressed to the Honorable Bobby Joe Champion, President of the Senate, the Honorable Melissa Hortman, Speaker of the House. We, the undersigned conferees for Senate File Number 4579, report that we've agreed upon the items in dispute and recommend as follows. The report is signed by all three members on the part of the Senate and all three members on the part of the House. Hollins moves that the report of the Conference Committee on Senate File Number 4579 be adopted and that the bill be repassed as amended by the Conference Committee.
The member from Ramsey, Representative Hollins, to explain the Conference Committee report.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, members. This Conference Committee report reflects extensive work with many stakeholders and support from legal aid, Minnesota Multi-Housing Association, and third-party billing companies. It places tenants in shared meter buildings in the same position and offers similar protections to the protections that tenants in directly metered buildings currently receive. It gives the Public Utilities Commission authority in shared metered building situations, and it is a good bill. I recommend its adoption.
Discussion. The member from Anoka, Representative Niska.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Representative Hollins, for your work on this, and thank you, Madam Speaker, for appointing me to my first conference committee. I also join in the motion to adopt the conference committee report, and I just want to call out not only the good work of the legislators working on this issue, but the good work of Ron Elwood in particular from Legal Aid, as well as the folks from the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association, who both work together genuinely in good faith on solving a problem that I think both of them want solved and creating some legal certainty in an area where there wasn't a clear legal framework, and that was to the detriment of both good housing providers who want to be able to deal with folks fairly on this, as well as obviously the driving force behind this was the problems that it creates for a lot of folks and tenants in housing that does deal with shared metering situations. And so out of that problem came a bill that actually both Legal Aid and Minnesota Multi-Housing Association want us to pass in order to create certainty around this area. I think this is a good model for what we should be doing in these final days of this particular legislative session, where we're surrounded by a lot of noise and a lot of tension and a lot of potential for things to go sideways in a lot of different ways. This is actually the model, I think, of what we should be doing to try to work together to have real solutions to real problems that can bring people together. So thank you for your work on this, Representative Hollins. Thank you to all of the stakeholders who worked hard on this, and I also signed the conference committee report and urge members to support its adoption. Thank you.
All those in favor of the adoption of the Conference Committee report, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The clerk will give the bill its third reading as amended by conference. Third
reading, Senate File Number 4579, as amended by conference.
Third reading as amended by conference. Any discussion to the bill? Seeing none, the clerk will take the roll on the bill. Will the clerk please call the names of the members voting remotely?
Carroll.
Carroll, aye.
Carroll, aye. Pawlowski.
Pawlowski, aye.
Pawlowski, aye.
The clerk will close the roll. There being 125 ayes and 0 nays, the bill is passed as amended and its title agreed to.